GTA 4 did it better.
Where's Barbara with big titties and Stephanie who sucks like a...
That's what you'll hear in any Reddit thread, any forum, any video ranking the GTA games, even though its successor is one of the greatest entertainment products in history. Hundreds of millions of copies, billions in revenue, still selling over a decade later, but there's always this conversation. And GTA 5 ends up on the losing side of it pretty much every single time. And I want to push on that, not because I don't like GTA 4. I like GTA 4. And this video is not an attack on GTA 4, it's more of a defense of the kid everyone treats as too privileged. Now here's the thing about GTA 4 and 5. We're always neck and neck in these arguments, and if you actually closely look at these things, the reasons half the internet says 4 is better are the exact same reasons the other half criticizes it. The story, the ragdoll physics, the driving, the same three things, but every single time the verdicts are opposite. Now back in 2013, all anyone ever talked about was GTA 5. The hype was crazy, and even after it came out, hype was still fucking crazy because no one in my town had a PS3 or Xbox. Well, at least anyone that I knew. But then I did get to play it after 4 years of dreaming about it in 2017. One retired miserable guy, one I want more from life miserable guy, and then we have one weird happy guy. Now you choose who you want to play as on command in a game that came out during a time when gaming itself was moving and evolving at a great incredible speed. It had you see the story from each of their point of views, but still at your own pace, as the game does not force you to jump straight onto the next mission every time you complete one. And as they're all different personalities, the game feels fresh every single time you switch. Michael's usually doing some retired stuff, Franklin's as if he's fresh out of college, and Trevor, let's not talk about Trevor. I don't want this video age restricted.
What the fuck?
So the very first mission, the prologue, you see Michael die. Well, then you start as Franklin, do some cool gangster shit, and then meet retired Michael.
What do you want?
Man, I come by for that drink you offered, that's all.
And because of some circumstances and Michael's male ego, he gets pulled back into crime. And Franklin's just happy to help, and you know, it gives him purpose, he rises up in the game, that's what he wants. And then because of that, Trevor finds out that his long dead friend, Michael Townley, is not exactly dead, and he's been living a whole new life as a new guy, Michael DeSanta. And if you ask me, that's a brilliant plot.
You are right, boy.
And through GTA 5 for the first time, instead of the typical rags to riches story, Dan Houser wrote something a lot more dynamic. And now talking about the critique that multiple characters diluted player attachment and development, all the characters have their own missions. Franklin has his own missions with Lamar, Michael has his whole thing with his family, and then there's Trevor with his Chinese business dealings and their brother thing. And on top of that, if you also focus on the hangout activities that for once in a while and don't skip the things like bowling like you did in GTA 4, the character specific content do the same kind of building work as would have done if there was one protagonist.
But what did you want to tell me that was so important?
Michael, I'm in love with
What?
GTA 4's story is just as incredible. Both the games are about the emptiness of the American dream in some form. GTA 4 does it through one man's personal delusionment, and 5 does it through the satire of systems around its characters.
Not your bit, right?
Yes, but we're corrupt in a good way.
If you're asking now which story is better, just purely on the amount of emotional resonance that you feel through the game, you're partly comparing a drama to a satire. Like comparing a tragedy to a black comedy would not make sense. Both the games are trying to make you feel different things, so a straight which hit harder, this question runs into the whole apples and oranges thing. And unless you specify what exactly you're measuring, I don't think there's a comparison to be made between both the games. If you think about it, Red Dead 2 and GTA 4 are a lot more similar to each other than it is to GTA 5. Now the missions have never been better. The heist structure, it's really good. The 3-character mission gameplay, the traversal, and the variety of missions throughout the campaign, I feel are the best in the series so far. The different ways to run a single heist in the game creates real ground for the amount of replayability it has. There's a feeling of choice, depth, and it just does not exist in a lot lot of the other GTA games. Switching between roles mid-mission during my first playthrough was quite crazy. It's kind of like you're playing God. It's like you're possessing their bodies whenever you like. And the variety is really something. Flying planes, submarine... Wait, you don't fly a submarine. And I would credit that to the crazy nature of the story itself, which brings everything all together and it does not feel that quite out of place. And the heist missions are genuinely so cool. Like, the jewelry store job is genuinely Hollywood movie shit. And to accommodate the story, the world and the map does a really good job. And that side of it as well, the scale of the activities you can do is amazing. Hunting, tennis, golf, yoga, going bald and jumping off Mount Chiliad, and for some reason the stock market is tied to the assassination missions. Now when I played the game I did not know that if you buy a certain stock before killing a certain someone and then you sell it afterwards, you make a lot of money. Now about the flying, I think the flying in GTA 5 is better than any other GTA game so far. There is a slight learning curve, but once you get past it and you're able to land your planes, you're pretty good, you're set. The amount of systems layered into one single game, that's something to talk about. There's this channel called Wuko100, and I remember when I was younger I used to watch a lot of his videos. He has 21 videos just talking about the attention to detail in GTA 5. 21 videos, and each of them are about 10 minutes at least or something. Then there's the side content, and there's plenty of odd stuff too. So the altruist cult and the Epsilon program. Yeah, that sounds like some guy. And then there is this Omega guy who has his own thing with the UFOs and you have to build him a UFO. Yeah, it sounds like bully. Each of these side missions and everything have their own weird lore that pushes GTA 5 into being an even more absurd entry in the series. Now the way I'm used to playing my games is that I'm usually always running towards beating the game, and if I know a side mission won't contribute to the story much or at all, I skip it on my first playthrough, and if I like the game enough, I play it again and I do that. I don't know, it's a bad habit, maybe a good one, I don't know, I'm working on it. But when I played GTA 5 for the first time, I spent a lot of time free roaming. And I would say I got lost in the side content, and same thing happened with me when I was playing Red Dead 2 for the first time. I guess that's because the game does not put these things in front of you and then you just kind of stumble upon them, and that has you kind of have this FOMO that, oh, I missed this, do I have to play the game again? One of the major criticisms of the game was the ragdoll physics and the driving, as it's constantly compared to GTA 4 and how it's not good enough. And the main reason behind it was the Euphoria physics engine that Rockstar uses in all the games after GTA 4. And table tennis! And the model of that physics engine used in GTA 4 made cars feel a lot more heavy, real weight transfer, body roll, and momentum that you had to fight against. Basically, you had to get used to driving in the game the way you'd get to driving in real life. GTA 5 by comparison tuned driving to be a lot faster, tighter, and a lot more responsive. I do agree the physics in general was slightly worse in GTA 5, but the driving objectively is a leap rather than a downgrade. And these mechanics designed over a decade ago have held this game relevant through GTA Online to this day. And if you think about it, that's really insane. That's as if GTA 2 was still relevant and alive when GTA 5 came out. And because of everything that Rockstar's done so far with GTA 5, made GTA 5's multiplayer something that no other GTA was able to be.
I'm done with this fucking mission.
Alright, I'll
Fuck
follow you.
Leroy.
Morse Mutual Insurance.
No matter how much you hate GTA Online, but you cannot deny that having a friend or two to play this with is something out of this world. The amount of bullshit that you can do.
Wait, there's a guy. What the fuck? No! What?
Drive around, race, PvP, beat each other up. The sky's the limit. And now that this is quite literally the last ride with this latest DLC for GTA Online, before we step into Vice City again, I wanted to look back and appreciate what we had for over 10 years. I was 9, now I'm 22, and I'm still talking about this game. But hey, I will be the first one to make the video about why GTA 5 is better than GTA 6.